psychedelics are a tool. It's again one of those things that is very stigmatized and largely misunderstood. The reality of it is anybody who is on a personal development journey and looking to become the best version of themselves, people that are looking to just elevate their performance, or people who are trying to get over generational trauma, they're a tool that basically give you the ability to just ascend and evolve your consciousness very quickly. Now, the other part that psychedelics do that I think are really important. So
shamanic journeying guys, we both love to travel to exotic and foreign destinations and do ceremonies. And both of us are very familiar with the toad, the Sonoran desert toad, which is also known as 5-MeO, which is known as many different things.
God
molecule, spirit molecule. Let's just talk about how doing that, engaging and partaking in those ceremonies with these amazing shamans has opened up our, call it spiritual vessel or spiritual awareness, and obviously helped us raise our consciousness. What are your thoughts on people doing that, as they go through life?
My position on this has changed. I used to think that this isn't something that necessarily can be recommended to somebody. Sure. There's many times I've talked to somebody and as they're basically speaking, I can just feel and hear what their real problem is. And it's the thing in between their two ears, right? It's their mind, the way they think. And I used to think, man, this person could really benefit from an ayahuasca journey, 4 nights ayahuasca ceremonies, and that'll straighten you right out. But it's again, one of those things that is very stigmatized and largely misunderstood. The reality of it is anybody who is on a personal development journey and looking to become the best version of themselves, psychedelics are a tool. They're a tool that basically give you the ability to just ascend and evolve your consciousness very quickly over the course of however many ceremonies, whether it's something like 5-MeO DMT, which is just a shorter 12 to 15 minute experience. Or, I went to Costa Rica and I did 4 back-to-back nights of ayahuasca ceremonies ranging from 8 to 13 hours. And it changed me in so many ways. It taught me so many powerful lessons. It showed me objectively who I was. And it doesn't show you the highlight reels. Okay. It shows you the lowlights. It shows you the areas of your life that are not congruent with you becoming and evolving into your highest self. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then you have the opportunity to do the work to fortify that. Now, the other part that psychedelics do that I think are really important. So change is very difficult. And the older you get, the more set in your ways you are, the more difficult it becomes to change. What psychedelics do is they basically remove the resistance of change for a period of time after you do them. They basically pull apart the neuropathways that are keeping you jerking off to porn, eating fast food, going to happy hour after work as opposed to hitting the gym. It gives you the ability to basically establish new neural pathways by showing you objectively who you have the potential of being and who you are. And I mean, for people that are looking to just elevate their performance, or people who are trying to get over generational trauma, there's just so many amazing things that psychedelics can do for anybody. Here's where people get fucked up. They've heard, or they maybe had a bad mushroom experience, or they took acid. Now, of course, they didn't do it in a spiritual, guided professional. They were drinking, they were out at a club. Like, it's not the same fucking thing. Intention matters, location matters, but I think I had a bad trip. Well, here's the thing. There's no psychedelic experience that I have ever had that was pleasant. The process was never pleasant. It was always uncomfortable. It was always a little stressful. It was quite scary, if I'm being completely honest, right? But we all know and have heard over and over again that, like, we need to do things that are uncomfortable in order for us to be the best version of ourselves. So I look at psychedelics and the process of a spiritual journey, a spiritual psychedelic journey, as a rite of passage. It is extremely difficult. You put yourself through hell, whether it's 12 to 15 minutes or, again, 4 days, 8 to 13 hours. But at the end of it, you come out better. And there's really nothing to add to that. And I can honestly say that there is not one single person that I know, and I know a lot, that have done ayahuasca, that have used 5-MeO DMT. Not a single individual that went into it and did not come out better. And that wouldn't say that. Like, it doesn't matter what happens during the 12 to 15 minutes or what happens during the 8 to 13 hour ceremony. That is completely irrelevant. It's what happens after the fact. It's exactly, it's who you become after the fact.